going to leave this going.
Give that to Nick. Have photos and stuff. You got it. Hey, if you'll do me a favor and sit in that chair, Robert.
Yep.
Steve, we'll sit here, and then I can hand you my headset.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it back, and then Steve will run with the interview.
Okay.
And then we'll talk with you, and then we'll bring Courtney on for just a few minutes.
Okay.
Let me know if you want the door closed. I know it'll get stuffy in there.
I'll lead it in with him and congratulate him on the win last week. He could take off with that, and then I'll give it to you, and you can keep going with it. And then when you're okay, thank you. And then when you're after you go for a few minutes, 5 minutes or so, then you can bring on Courtney. Okay.
We had a problem with some feedback in the headsets. You'll get a little bit of an echo, but we calm most of it down. But you won't be able to hear me in the headset, so I'll just take the one off your left here.
Okay.
So you can hear me.
Okay.
It's a pain, but
That's all right.
I would have just got 2 pictures.
All right, welcome back, 1320K fan, the sports leader, the racing fan here, Shane Beck, along with Steve Schoenfeld, Russ Sela Jr., broadcasting live from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're getting excited and ready for the Cobalt Tools 400 happening tomorrow. Don't forget the nationwide race is going on today. You wouldn't believe this, but the drag racing folks have embarked on the circle track side here and have come to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and we'd like to welcome in the winner of the Winter Nationals and Funny Car, Robert Hight. Robert, good morning. How are you this morning?
Great, guys. Good morning to you, and thanks for having me.
Certainly a pleasure having you on the show with us. Tell us what you're doing here at the NASCAR event other than enjoying the racing.
Well, that's first and foremost is we love coming to the NASCAR races and trying to get the gospel out there to all of our fans. You know, we have a drag race here in a few weeks, and trying to come up here and promote that, and you know, just come see some good racing. But we have a road show that John started this year, and it's out here on display. So far, it's a big hit, and it's all of our funny cars, mine and Courtney's and John's, and it, you know, gets our sponsors out here, and it just shows off a new arena. But Chris Blair put this all together, and you know, we want to get some fans out from NASCAR and get them over to the drag races, and vice versa.
you know, last week you showed your lucky Trevor Bain coin. Do you still have that in your pocket?
Yes, I do.
And he is taking it out of his pocket. I got to tell you, that really paid off for you last week. But I think Trevor needed it more than you did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's kind of a coincidence, you know. Ford's got off to a great start, winning Daytona, winning the Winter Nationals, and you know, it's the NHRA's 60th anniversary. Last year, the Woods brothers gave me this. This was their 60th anniversary in racing. So, man, I thought, watching that kid win Daytona and what he did, you know, it wasn't luck. He was there all day long. He was in the mix all day. And I thought, what can it hurt, you know, for a little good luck? And the way my season finished last year, it's nice to have, you know, a good start like this. And a little luck never hurts.
You know, last year you were the defending world champion. Of course, this year the father-in-law is the defending world champion. You really struggled during the countdown last year, and testing went well, and then you step in and win the Winter Nationals. What kind of momentum, what kind of mojo you got going right now?
It's huge. You know, that was mine and Jimmy Proc's goal all winter, was to have a season like John did last year. You know, the last two seasons have been totally opposite in comparison. The year we won the championship, we couldn't do anything until the countdown. And it's all about timing with a countdown system like that. And then last year actually was my best year ever. I had 4 wins. That's the most I've had in a season. But just went dead when the countdown started. So this year it's all about being consistent and putting it together. And I've got to give Jimmy Proc a lot of credit. We went up there in the final against Hagen. We did have lane choice. We know they're capable of running the big number. And Jimmy stepped ours up, made the quickest run for us for the weekend. And
wasn't that the quickest run of the weekend, wasn't it?
No, it was the quickest run for me. Actually, Hagen outran me. We got him on a hole shot. So it was a lot of times the crew chief will go up there and smoke the tires trying to push it too hard, but he did a great job, was consistent all weekend, and we got to carry that into Gainesville and try to get a win at the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals.
And Jimmy Prock is known for throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the car. What does it feel like when you're in the car knowing that you've got the best equipment, the hardest tune-up, and it's going to cook every time you stab it?
It's a great feeling because you don't have to worry about the car. You just worry about what you can do, and it is a great feeling. I'm still learning. This is I'm 7 years in, but it's still a learning curve. These cars are fast, but I have the best of everything with John Force Racing and Ford and all the folks behind me. It makes it a lot easier to go out and do your job and win races.
A lot of why you're here this weekend is Ford, plus the John Force Roadshow. But explain the way that Ford is bringing all of the venues together.
Yeah, it's they call it the One Ford approach, and we've definitely used it in drag racing. We've done it for a lot of years at John Force Racing, and that's all 4 of our teams or 3 working together as one. That's the main goal, is one of those cars to get to the winner's circle, get to the championship. And now we team up with Tasca as well, and we share information. He buys parts from us. But at the same time, it's come out here and work with the Ford drivers in NASCAR to promote motorsports and promote Ford. It's all about getting these folks and these fans over to the Ford dealership and buying. And as you can see, the Ford drivers, they're off to a great start. They're qualified well here at Las Vegas, and it is all about teamwork. And if we stay together as a team, we'll continue to have success.
Through the years in fuel racing, you may have a certain guy build your chassis. You've been running a reproduction Chrysler Hemi, and whoever bodies on the car. You're racing a Ford. It's a Boss 500. It's a Ford-based fuel motor, Ford-based chassis, Ford body. How big of an advantage is it?
It's huge. Ever since '07, when we lost Eric Medlin and John had his accident, it was all about coming up with a safer car. And we kind of put performance to the backside and came up with safety. First race out with the new chassis, I win the Winter Nationals. So we've got the best of both worlds right now. We have a competitive car. We can still win races, win championships, but we're safer. So, that's one thing about coming over here to NASCAR. John said that earlier in the week. We're coming over here, and we always have our eyes open to safety and what they do over here and the technology they have. We want to learn from them and take it back to drag racing, and vice versa. Maybe we can show them a thing or two as well.
What responsibilities have changed for you becoming the president of John Force Racing?
I'll be honest, not a whole lot. I'm very fortunate to be in this position. I'm fortunate that John would trust me in this position.
I don't think that trust has come easy. I think you've proven yourself to John that, you have the same passion for it that he does.
Well, I hope so. I definitely love this sport. I love racing in general. Coming out here this weekend, it's fun for us. But I still go to the shop every day and try to make a contribution wherever I can and help do anything, because without John Force, I would not have ever gotten a chance to drive a race car.
Well, Robert, we really appreciate coming on the show with us, and look forward to seeing you winning a few more this year.
We're going to do our best.
Four's the record, and you can do that. You can do better now.
We're going to get more than 4 this year. Yes, sir.
Robert Hight, driver of the AAA of Southern California. Top fuel funny car.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Okay, you're going to have John for about 10 minutes.
All right, there he is, Robert Hight. We're going to switch here now to
John Force.
And I guess he's going to be on for. We're going to have
same time.
John on.
They've only got one yet. So.
We're kind of impromptu here as we're live at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the media. So stay tuned as we're kind of working as they come
Put things
funneling
together.
in.
Yeah, unfortunately, you would think that